If you've ever dreamed of studying abroad via the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship, but thought it was way too competitive to get, this video is for you. I'm Debbie, a Mastercard Foundation alumna and an economist with a Canadian provincial government. On this channel, I share tips about scholarships, career growth, and personal development. In this video, I will walk you through exactly how I won the fully funded Mastercard Foundation Scholarship on my first attempt and the steps you can take to do the same. Before moving to Canada, I was just like you, ambitious, full of dreams, but unsure how to make them happen. I knew I wanted to do my master's degree abroad, but the reality was I couldn't afford to pay out of pocket. During my service year, I started applying for master's program abroad. I got a couple of admissions, but they came with partial or no funding at all. That same service year, I was awarded the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship. They didn't just cover the tuition, they paid for everything. Living expenses, books, health insurance, travel, and even my transport fare to the visa office in Lagos. How did I get this life-changing opportunity? My fiance at the time, now my husband, sent me the Mastercard Foundation link. He had stumbled on it while browsing the University of British Columbia website. I will stop here and say a good place to find scholarship links are university websites themselves. Most people don't realize how many non-popular scholarships are out there because you haven't been exploring university websites. Here are a few places you can start right now. One, the university websites. Most schools in Canada and the UK, the US list graduate funding opportunities under admissions or financial aid. If you go on the website and you check under admissions or financial aid, you find some non-popular scholarships there. The second place that you could look are government programs like the Vernier Canada Graduate Scholarship, the Commonwealth Scholarships, or the Global Affairs Canada program. The third place that you should be looking are scholarship databases, websites like studentsaward.com, Scholarship Portal, Masters Portal, and Edu Canada. The last website I want to talk about is the Mastercard Foundation general page. The Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program is a global initiative designed to develop the next generation of transformative leaders by enabling young people to pursue higher education and cultivate their leadership potential. How do they do that? They do that via powerful partnerships with different higher education institutions across the world to deliver robust support to their scholars, particularly through the academic journeys and in their transition to work. The program is more than just a scholarship, which is what distinguishes Mastercard from every other scholarships out there. The program offers comprehensive support to young people to attain relevant education, as well as transition smoothly into dignified and fulfilling work, and eventually be able to lead transformative lives. This is where you will find the list of the different schools that Mastercard Foundation partners with, and you can search by country. These are the list of the different countries where the schools are, or by the level of study. If you are looking for an undergrad scholarship, for example, you would just pick undergrad here and you will find the different schools where they are sponsoring young people to study. We are going to go postgraduate and choose a school as an example here. We're going to do UC Berkeley. And if you go in here, you will find the link to the website for UC Berkeley. What I have found is that once you click on that link, it takes you to the general website for that school and not the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program page for that school. And that is why I have put together the direct links for the different Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program for each school. Those links can be found in my bio site under the tab list of open scholarships. I will put it in the description to this video, you can go in there and pull it out. Here is a direct link to the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program at the University of California, Berkeley. We will start off by going through the main eligibility criteria for the scholarship. One, you have to be a citizen of an African country. Then you have to have academic qualifications that would get you to be admitted into a UC Berkeley master's degree program, meaning that if you do not qualify for the master's degree program, you would not qualify for the scholarship. You have to demonstrate leadership potential. You have to have experienced some significant barriers to accessing higher education, and you have to demonstrate your commitment to giving back to your community. What does the application process look like? Applications open from September through early January, and you must first apply to the University of California, Berkeley through their regular admission process. By November 15th, applicants will receive an invitation by email to apply for the admission application fee waivers. So if you do not have the funds to cover the application fee, you could apply for an application fee waiver. This page also tells you about other key dates, February, March, and other things you should be looking out for, the deadlines and the requirements. And here are the master's degree program that are eligible for the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program. I would like to emphasize that Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program in those different universities would not cover all the master's degree programs. They have specific programs that they do cover. So it's important to go through the school's website and figure out if the program you'd like to study are eligible for the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program. At the University of California, Berkeley, an MBA is eligible if you're looking for an MA, Masters of Education, College of Engineering, College of Environmental Design. They have like a couple of schools here. Would be great for you to take a look at the website and find out if the program you'd like to study are eligible for the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program in the school. Let us talk about the application process. This is the part that can feel very intimidating for people who are looking to get scholarships. Here is what helped me to get the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship on my first attempt. Number one, I had a track record before applying. I did not start preparing the day I saw the application or the day the link was sent to me. I had begun putting in the work long before I applied. I had already been doing community service. I was already volunteering in areas that I care about. I took on leadership roles and tracked my achievements. I knew my story inside out. So if you're looking for scholarships, your scholarship application would not begin the day you open that link. You should have already started doing some sort of community service and some sort of leadership role. The second tip that helped me was that I knew my story. Like I said, I tracked my achievements through all my leadership roles and my volunteer and community service. I knew my story inside out. Not just knowing them, I knew them with numbers and impact. I could explain what I had done, why it mattered, and what impact it created using concrete examples and numbers, even if you woke me up in the middle of the night. This made writing my scholarship essay quite easy. The third thing that helped me was that I had a clear why, and I would expatiate on this. Instead of just telling them I needed a scholarship because I did not have the funds to cover my tuition, I explained why I wanted to study that program and how that program aligned with my long-term goals. I didn't just say I want to study resource economics. Instead, I said I want to use economic policy to help communities thrive. When you're writing your why, make it personal, make it purposeful. And looking back, I'm literally living in my why today, solving real world problems using economic theories, just like I wrote in my application. The other thing that helped me was that I got strong references. And this is very important as much as the essays that you wrote. My NYSC primary place of assignment was a university. And my direct supervisor there became one of my references. He saw my work every day. He knew my goals and understood how much a scholarship could help me achieve them. Because he was already familiar with my values, my work ethic, and dedication, he was able to write a genuine and compelling reference. My second referee was my undergraduate project supervisor. We were still collaborating on research and publications at the time, and she had always been one of my biggest supporters. Writing a strong recommendation for me came naturally to her. When choosing your referees, don't focus on titles or degrees. Focus on people who truly know you. Pick individuals who can confidently validate your achievements, speak to your character, and expand on the story that you are already telling in your essays and CV. The other thing that helped me was I proofread and I got feedback. I asked my friends and mentors to review my essays. A second eye can catch small things that make a big difference. Your reviewers don't necessarily need to be past scholars. They could be a senior colleague or a friend with good writing skills. Remember, scholarship committees fund potential and not perfection. Now that you know my story, here are my top bonus tips to help you win. Number one, start early. When applying for global scholarships with less than 1% success rates, remember you are competing with the best from all over the world. So preparation is everything. Give yourself enough time to gather your documents, write and review your essays, and get strong recommendations. Number two, structure your story. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. It's one thing to have a story, is another thing to present it clearly. Your essay needs to be easy to follow for reviewers who are reading hundreds of applications. Two writing styles that I personally love are one, the Mackenzie top-down style. With this style, you start each response with your main point and then elaborate on it in the following sentences. This approach helps reviewers who are going through lots of essays understand what you're trying to say from the get-go. Then, as they keep reading, they can see your supporting details. The second style, which is the common one, is the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result. This style helps you to systematically walk the reviewer through the picture of your points. This style could also be remodeled as CAR, which is context, action, results, because most times the situation and the tasks overlap and you need to get straight to the point. The third tip is for you to use an academic CV and not a resume. Most people confuse this too. An academic CV highlights your academic honors, awards, research experience, professional roles, publications, conferences and workshops that you've attended, leadership and volunteer experiences. The fourth tip is to apply for multiple scholarships. I know it's quality over quantity, but sometimes you can have more than one quality application. Don't stop at just one scholarship. Apply to as many as you qualify for and as many that aligns with your goals. And remember, your master's program doesn't have to match your undergraduate major exactly. What matters is that your program of interest connects with your career goals and past experiences. Just make sure you tailor each application. Don't just copy and paste essays. Number five, learn from your rejections. I know I said that I got the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship on my first attempt, but that was not my first scholarship application. If you had been rejected in the past, make that rejection count. Take lessons as you go. Make use of the connections you had made when you applied to those schools. Connect with the professors, read their publications, understand their research interests. That way, when you apply again, you are doing it with perspective and depth. Don't just write the generic, I would like to study at the University of British Columbia because it's a top Canadian school. Instead, write, I am inspired by Professor X research on this topic and would love to contribute to that work. That level of depth makes your application stand out. And number 6, believe you're worthy. This one is from the heart. So many people don't apply for scholarships because they think it's too competitive, but you never know until you try. And believe that God is also able to give you that scholarship. That was another thing that helped me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who is thinking of applying for scholarships, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on scholarships, career growth, and personal success. And remember, your dream is valid. You just need to start.